good, everybody? Welcome back to some more Forza Horizon 2, and today we're going to be doing a drift build on the Donkervoort D8 GTO. So, let's go ahead and give this a shot. Now, the reason why I wanted to do a drift build on one of these is, first of all, every time I do any sort of live streams, people always ask me to do like a drift build on the Aerial Atom or like the Caterham. So, this is something similar to that, and pretty much every time I've done a build on one of those cars, they actually turned out to be not that bad, even though they're not supposed to be used for going sideways like that. They didn't actually turn that bad, or turn out that bad. So let's go ahead, and I wanted to give this a shot. I want to see what this was like. This also reminds me of that stupid American car. I don't know what it is. I can't remember the name of it. You guys in the comments can probably tell me what it is. It looks very, very, very similar to this. Is it a Dodge? I'm not entirely sure. I can't fucking remember what it's called, man. I don't really know, but it's like, it looks very, very similar to this. Alright, so anyway, let's go ahead. Let's try to do a little bit of tuning. Let's see what sort of upgrades can we do to this thing. I mean, I don't think this weighs too much. How much does it weigh right now? It only weighs 1,500 pounds. If we do this, it'll weigh 1,400 pounds. So yeah, this is pretty light as it is. So I don't think we're going to need a ton of horsepower. What sort of tires is this thing on right now? It is on race tires. That's not that good. I think we're going to be putting rally tires on this thing. Give it a little bit more slip. Instead of racing instead of driving with race tires on. But that's fine. I actually really like the wheels on this thing. These are like one of my favorite types of wheels. I remember I used these on a bunch of my cars in Gran Turismo 6 because they sort of had these wheels that were very, very similar to this, and they actually look really, really good. So I'm not going to change those because I actually like the way that looks. What the hell is that? Actually, doesn't look that bad. Never mind. Okay, let's see. Engine swaps. Can we do anything? We can... I don't really know if I want to do anything like that. Alright, let's leave the stock engine in. We'll see how much horsepower we can squeeze out of this thing. I actually don't really want to squeeze out a lot of horsepower because it doesn't weigh anything. So, I mean, it's gonna be really, really light as it is to just drive around and pretty much do what we gotta do here. So let's go ahead and pretty much upgrade everything. It will take a little bit more weight off, and I think I'll bring this to about 450 horsepower, and then we'll see what 450 horsepower is like with this thing. So I'm pretty sure, even if I leave it stock the way it is right now, it'll probably be able to slide, like, really, really well. So I'm gonna just boost the horsepower maybe just a little bit, just so I know for a fact it'll... This'll definitely slide, okay? This'll definitely slide right now with only, like, 375 horsepower, because this thing only weighs 1,300 pounds, which is absolutely nothing. I sort of want to take it out right now, and I want to see what it's like. Yeah, let's do that. Let's test this thing out first of all, and see how much horsepower we can squeeze out of this thing afterwards if we need to give it any more horsepower. Of course, it's raining. Of course, when does it not rain in this game? Honestly, let's bring it into Nice, because Nice is pretty much, well, the hub is pretty much like in the middle of the city, so we can actually roam around for a little bit. All right, let's see what this is like. We'll try to drive around for a little bit and then see if this thing handles the way I think it will, and we'll bring it back in and give it more horsepower if we need to. See, this is kind of weird because it's raining, so I sort of... Okay, we have to do something about transmission. The jack just shoves me out of the way. Yeah, transmission we have to do something about, because third gear is sort of alright. It still has a lot of grip in the front wheels, so I mean we're gonna have to mess with the suspension as well. The jag again. What are you doing? What's that, the Diablo? Diablo's on my ass. Holy shit. Okay, it's not bad. It just needs a bit of tweaking to the suspension and stuff like that. I actually think that 375 horsepower is a pretty good starting point on this thing. I don't think I need any more horsepower. Can I actually, like, slide in fourth gear? Yeah, okay. In the rain, I can definitely slide in fourth gear as well. Alright, so I guess I'll leave the horsepower the way it is. I don't really want to give it too much. Alright, let's bring it to 400, okay? I sort of want to give it, like, more horsepower, but I just feel that it's enough. But just to be safe, let's give it 400 horsepower. I think it'll be perfect for this thing. It'll be actually more than enough. But yeah, let's just give it 400 horsepower really quick.
So what are we doing to your ride today?
Let's see here. Pretty much add whatever on. 388. This will also make it lighter. 407. That's perfect. I don't even want to do anything else. That's perfect. Alright, now, this needs a bit of tuning to be able to slide, because this thing is pretty bad right now. Alright, let's take it back out. Actually, what design and paints are there? Let's see here. What have people made for this thing to make it look kind of cool? That's actually not that bad looking. That actually looks pretty good. So does that. Yeah, some of these are not that bad. I thought it was gonna be some stupid paint jobs on this thing, but half of these are not actually that bad. I might go with the red one. With this one. Yeah, let's go take this one. Let's use this one. See what it looks like when we're driving it. Cause it looks pretty good. Come on, game. Load faster. I want to start driving this. Ooh, it's like a chrome red. Okay, that actually looks really good. Yeah, that looks really good. So yeah, like I've said, transmission needs a bit of tweaking. As you can see, I'm redlining right now in 3rd gear. I can't get enough out of my slide. But it definitely has enough power right now. And maybe a bit of tweaking with the suspension as well, because it has a ton of front end grip when I counter steer. So I need to sort of try and mess with that a little bit, and hopefully I can sort of make it slide the way I want it to slide. But yeah, it's actually not that bad. Like, just stock the way it is, it's pretty easy to slide. Alright, let's go ahead and slap a tune on this thing. Cars, tune car. Alright, let's see here. Tires I'll leave the way they are, because they haven't really done anything yet to piss me off with. Alright, gear ratios, let's just bring this down to speed a little bit, so give it around a 3.40. Tune, bring the camber up in the front, camber at the back, leave it the way it is. Put a toe in on the front, toe out at the back. Pretty standard tune, we'll see what it's like with the standard tune. Let's also stiffen the rider just slightly with the anti-roll bars. That's fine, I'll leave the back the way it is. Ride height. Let's drop this. Let's lower this down. Let's also stiffen this up a little bit, because we don't really want it to be that soft. I mean, it's good if you're trying to make this car handle really well, you know, the really soft suspension. But for drifting, I sort of don't want to have it incredibly stiff or incredibly soft. So let's do some of this. We'll try go with the same sort of setup as pretty much any other of my cars, and then we'll see what that's like, and then we'll sort of tweak it from there. Alright, so let's see. Thank you for telling me this. Alright, well, it doesn't redline the way it was before. Like, I sort of had to make it red. Okay, that's a tree. Are you kidding me? Come on. Alright, let's do this section really quick. We'll start from here. This is really light. It's not supposed to be... Oh god! It's not supposed to be made for drifting, this thing. It's definitely not. It's really light, and it feels like it just slides across the road with like really fast, like with loads of speed. And you guys can probably tell that. If you compare this to any other any other of my builds, it's gone. If you compare this to any other of my builds, you'll be able to see how slow every other car is compared to this thing. Because this has such a short wheelbase, because it's obviously made to handle well. It's not made for drifting. This is weird. It feels weird to slide. Okay, at least the road dried up and now I can see a bunch of smoke. Alright, let's go back again. Okay, it handles a little bit better now. It definitely handles a little bit better now that it's dry. Don't push me! You asshole. Yeah, it definitely handles a little bit better now, but it's still like super twitchy. It's still really weird to drive now. I almost lost that one completely. This is weird. So many fucking Lamborghinis everywhere. Holy shit. Yeah, this is weird to slide. It just feels wrong. It feels so fast compared to everything else, and it feels very, very twitchy. But it does slide. Even with like the standard tune on it, it does slide. And it's not that bad. Alright. I need to make this sort of be able to get more angle. Because every time I try to give it more angle, it does that. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of this. Bring this down a little bit. Bring the back up a little bit. Alright. Now let's give this a go. Start off in second gear. Watch out for the... Jesus Christ. Every time. Oh, come on. I can't drive anywhere without things crashing into me. Without AI being all up in my grill, you know what I'm saying? Alright. Alright, it's a little bit easier to control now. Especially after changing the toe. Please don't go, Fiesta. Yeah, especially after changing the toe a little bit. And the camber, they can definitely get a little bit more sideways. It still feels really weird to slide because it has like a lot of speed going into all these corners. Oh, it's gone. I put my wheels up on a curb. It's gone. Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this really weird ass drift build because people usually ask me to do this during my live streams. To like Ariel Adams and Caterhams and Lotus 11s and all shit like that. So I wanted to do something like that for a video today. So hopefully you guys enjoy or have enjoyed this video. And yeah, if you guys want to see any more drift builds on pretty much any other car, leave them down in the comments below. I'm down to do pretty much anything. I'm down to do pretty much anything on like I'm down to do a build on pretty much any car in the game, and I probably already have. But I'll still do it for a video because this is actually kind of fun, especially trying to drift these cars that you're not really supposed to be drifting. You know, you're supposed to be taking around the track fast. That's pretty much what they're used for. They're track cars, you know, they're track day cars. But this thing somehow manages to stay sideways. Alright, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys for watching this video. And I'm going to talk to you guys very soon. Let's go around the Alpha.